Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Meghan Markle's new Netflix series, With Love Meghan, is once again under scrutiny, this time for an awkward production revelation that's raising questions about its authenticity. Reports claim producers had to retroactively insert questions via voiceover to make the Duchess appear more engaged with her celebrity guests. According to sources, Meghan often spends segments of the show talking primarily about herself, with her friends playing supporting roles in what was billed as more of a two-way conversation. One example cited is an episode featuring actress Mindy Kaling, where Meghan leads a cooking session and tells a personal anecdote about a beloved teacher, while Kaling remains largely quiet until the final 15 minutes. A key question from Meghan, what kind of things did you like to do as a kid, appears only as a voiceover suggesting it was added in post-production. American commentator Megyn Kelly didn't hold back on her podcast, calling out what she saw as a lack of genuine curiosity from the Duchess. You can see the break, Kelly said. It's like someone had to coach Meghan on how to be a normal person who has interest in something other than themselves. A royal source tells Page 6 that Meghan's new online shopping site is shameless, adding, "This has always been Meghan's Achilles heel, applying celebrity status to the royal family as public servants, wanting to monetize her status, but blending the celebrity common practice of accepting things for free with public service doesn't work." A different source wondered, have they lost all their money? This is probably Meghan's own idea. She probably got the offers once she rejoined Instagram, but it's so crass. Prince William's upcoming appearance on Clarkson's farm has sparked outrage among Meghan's supporters. Wills visited Jeremy Clarkson's Diddley Squat farm in Oxfordshire this week, where he met with fan favourite Caleb Cooper and revealed that his son Prince George is an avid viewer of the show. The controversy stems from Clarkson's history with the Duchess of Sussex. In 2022, the former Top Gear presenter wrote a highly criticised opinion piece about Meghan, stating he wanted her to parade naked through the streets of Britain while people chant. This article generated over 20,000 complaints to Ipso, becoming their most complained about piece ever. Though the Sun removed the article and issued an apology, and Clarkson himself stated he was horrified after causing so much hurt, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex dismissed these gestures as nothing more than a PR stunt. Sussex supporters have taken to social media to express their disappointment in William's decision. One fan wrote, "Shame on Prince William for doing a show with Jeremy Clarkson after the nasty and vile things he said about his brother's wife." Another questioned whether William was aware of or simply unconcerned about Clarkson's call for Meghan to be sexually assaulted. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams tells GB News, Donald Trump does not want to battle with a member of the royal family, specifically a battle over Harry's visa. Fitzwilliams explains it would be appealed through the courts and it would have a huge amount of publicity. He values his trips in 2018 and 2019. He values his links with the royal family. Harry is still fifth in line to the throne and is still a member of the royal family. That is why Trump does not want that battle. For the BBC, Daniela Ralph explains how leaving Centre Bali will mean a lot to Harry. She tells us, Centre Bali has been part of Prince Harry's world for his entire adult life. It had ridden the storm of family fallout and leaving royal life behind. And then there is the Diana factor. Centre Bali means forget-me-not in Sesotho, the language of Lesotho. Back at that Centre Bali dinner in 2020, he told guests, "When I lost my mum, you took me under your wing. You looked out for me for so long." The Sun spoke to a royal insider who said, Meghan wants to be a billionaire. She wants a private jet. She wants to live a certain life. The assumption is if you marry Prince of England, then you end up with a private jet and the lifestyle she craves. But when she realised William and Kate would ultimately be in charge of how much they got in terms of their allowance, she was saying, we got to get out of here. Hey, comedy fans, you may remember the late Mitch Hedberg. This weekend marks 20 years since Hedberg passed away, and our sister podcast, Daily Comedy News, is celebrating the life of Mitch Hedberg with special episodes this weekend. Check it out. It's hosted and written by the writer of this show, John McDermott, we affectionately call Johnny Mac. Check out Daily Comedy News wherever you get your podcasts. The Queen took a hands-on approach during her visit to the set of ITV's police drama Trigger Point in London on Thursday. Her Majesty enthusiastically took charge of a clapperboard to mark the start of a scene, carefully following instructions from executive producer Jed Mercurio to avoid getting her fingers trapped before confidently announcing Trigger Point, take one. While touring the Brent Cross Civic Centre set, the Queen revealed she's actually a fan of the show, telling star Vicky McClure that she's currently working her way through the first series. Her Majesty appeared surprised to learn they're already filming the third season, exclaiming, "Third! Very popular." The Queen expressed amazement at the 30-pound weight of the bomb disposal suit worn by McClure, who plays explosives officer Lana Washington. When military advisor Paul Bidis mentioned this was actually the lighter version of a suit that can weigh up to 70 pounds, the Queen responded with an impressed, "Blimey." In a royal revelation that might surprise many, King Charles and Queen Camilla reportedly have a special agreement that has helped their marriage thrive. They maintain separate country homes. According to former royal gardener Jack Stooks, who recently spoke with Jeff Bett, before Charles and Camilla got married, they agreed Camilla would keep her home. The separate space was important for them both and their families. While King Charles enjoys his beloved Highgrove house in Gloucestershire, Queen Camilla maintains her independence at Raymill House in Wiltshire, the property she acquired following her first marriage. Stooks reveals that these separate residences suit their different lifestyles perfectly. Charles enjoys time alone and he's got a very strong work ethic. He's been known to work at his desk into the early hours, while Camilla's Wiltshire home remains a sanctuary filled with cherished family memories. This arrangement may be key to their marital success. They're both independent people and don't mind time apart. The fact that they don't live in each other's pockets is one of the many reasons their marriage works, Stooks explained. In a protective gesture, the King recently purchased a neighbouring property along the River Avon called the Old Mill, not to infringe on Camilla's privacy, but to prevent it from becoming a wedding venue or holiday rental that might disturb her peaceful retreat. Unfortunately, Camilla's beloved Raymill house hasn't escaped recent challenges. During Christmas, she revealed her property had been affected by flooding from Storm Bert, quipping, "It was like a seaside. You couldn't see anything apart from a lot of birds sailing about on the water." And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, and leave us a nice review of 5 stars if you're enjoying the show. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.